Hello, everyone. Welcome back to JoeCraft. I'm Jehovah. It's nice to have you back with me today. As you can see, I've been busy. Look at that portal behind me. That means that I've gone to the Nether. And I'm not going to go in there right now. I got a lot of stuff to show you, but basically went through there, found a stronghold. It wasn't nearby either, so I got to find a better way to get to that. But so far, so good. You can see I've used a lot of lava, and that means I have a lot of stone. And so today, in this episode, I want to show off what I've been working on, as well as kind of do a couple little things around the base. I might even build a tower. We'll see where this goes. But if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Minecraft, I've been away for a while from this because it doesn't get a lot of views. Minecraft's kind of dead on my channel, so I love to play this game and I'd like you to enjoy it with me. So if you do like it, let me know by subscribing, hitting the like button, telling your friends, because I'd like to do more. Ultimately, this is going to be a metropolis, and I'm going to connect these two villages. You can see already that I've been busy. I had to dig out all of that ground through here. That's nice. You also see something off in the distance here, using some of the new mechanics. And I haven't seen this done quite this way. I'm sure people have a much better idea. But what I did here is I created a little farm for my sheep, and it's got some dispensers, and these dispensers shoot out water. These are just a bunch of repeaters under the ground that you can't see. So it pushes the sheep this way, and I think you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit this button, and it's going to shear those sheep. There you go. And now I've sheared all of them, and I'll turn the water off. That gives them the ability to go back into the grass and start munching on grass and getting their coats back. And I've been doing this for a while, and you can see I've got quite a bit of wool already. It doesn't take long. The main thing is you don't want to overcrowd this area because, well, one, grass consumption, but two, you can only shear as many sheep that are close to this wall. So that's working out pretty good. I still have this farm. I haven't done an auto farm yet. I need to, or a semi-auto farm. Haven't got there quite yet. But what I want to do is I brought a couple of these doors with me. And what I didn't bring was wood. Do I have any wood over here? Because I need to make some buttons. And no wood. So we can remedy that. You also see that I have some diamond tools here because I have been doing some mining and getting a little bit of diamond. I don't have a lot. I certainly don't have as much as I'd like to. But we'll carve a hole here. Make sure there are no bad guys. Bad guys anywhere? No bad guys. Good. And we'll get some wood. All right, got me some wood. So let's go make a couple buttons here. Let's see. Wood, and I'm going to need a few buttons. I'll just start with one right now. Actually, no, let's start with two. 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm not going to make up my mind. So here we go. So I'll put a little door here and put a button beside it. Go through there. I'll put a button beside it and go through there. The idea is this is going to be a village. I don't want my villagers to escape, so that's what we're going to do. And this concerns me as well. I'm going to have to fence this off or do something. I'm going to have to, because I'm going to get my villagers from this village or the one up here, and I don't want them falling in these holes right here. That would be bad, so I'm probably going to have to fence that off somehow. Haven't really decided as of yet. So what I really want to do is go ahead and put these doors here. I'll put one on this side as well. Way I can get in. I mean, this is a fairly large area. All right. So we'll put another button right here. I apologize, too. I've been working on streaming, so it's kind of thrown off my timing as far as, stopping the recording so I don't waste a whole lot of time because I don't want to show too much of the grinding. If you want to see the grinding or if you want more of a streaming style, just let me know. We can do that too. I don't mind streaming. It just depends on what you want to see. All right, so I got that. So now I think what I want to do is look at a tower situation. And also, I'm going back to the 5 grid. This 8 grid just doesn't work. There's too much space between them. Leaves dark spots, and that leaves mobs to spawn. So I'm used to the 5 grid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, 5 between torches, right? And so I started with an 8 grid. These are the chunk corners. I'm not going to leave those. I'm going to put it back to a 5 grid, and that way I'm just used to building that way. And we'll start from there. So with that in mind, I want to look at what I want to do. I want to make an easy way to get in and out from the side. That's going to require a tower. I'm not really prepared to dismantle the room the way it is now, simply because I don't have anywhere else to put those boxes yet. I'm going to have to make a storage facility of some kind. And the real question is, do I want to kind of center it here or just put it on those doors? And I think I just want to put it on the doors. Just make it easier. Carve out this room. The way I do these, it will fit perfectly. So we'll go ahead and start there. And so what I do is 2, and then 1, and then 2, right? So we'll have to put this back. And what I need to do is make these into stone bricks. And I should have a ton of stone bricks. You hear that spider in the background too. That's the only thing that can still get in my base is the spiders. And that's because I don't have any upside down stairs or anything, but it's a little premature at this point. I'm not worried about spiders when it comes to villagers. I mean, that's where it comes down to. So we'll put this stuff away. We'll just toss it in here, get rid of that, get rid of that. Just so I don't carry too much stuff in my inventory. There we go. And then we'll start building. So I've got my stone bricks. And I'll fill up this corner. Right, so it's 2, 1, 2. So I'm going to have to cut one more out this way without destroying my stuff. There we go. And then we have a light source here. Got to put my light source on. There we go, right there. And we'll do, from there we do, God, it's been a while since I built these 2, and then you go. This should make a radius of 20. Make sure I'm doing that right, too. I think that's right. Damn if I can't remember. Well, we'll see. Let's just take it. We'll build it, and we'll see how it shapes out. Man, I forgot how relaxing this game is. That's why I've spent so many hours playing it. Joseph Campbell said, whatever you do is your meditation. And this is definitely like a meditation for me. Oh, I accidentally cut that out. Let's see. Click, click, click. Okay, so I think this is correct. Do this. Do that. Cut out a little bit of wood. And a little bit of dirt. Put those bricks in for now. Yeah, so this is correct. So I can carve out the rest of it. I'll just put these in the corner. Oh, shit. Yeah, and this part is not correct, but I'll get back to that when I carve this all out, because I'm going to have to make this stairway correct. And I can go down there. Remember, there's an antechamber about halfway down, so I can go in there and then recorrect from that spot. So I'll go ahead and clear all this out and get it ready to go. All right, so first layer's done. This is my typical tower that I do. And I'm going to continue up until I can get up to that subfloor. One thing I noticed is I've been digging with a metal pick. And that sucks because I usually save that for diamond mining. So I'm going to go back to an iron pickaxe, I think. At least for this part. All right, so built my stairway up. And I've corrected this little place down. I usually go down on the right, up on the left, but this will be fine. So that is 5. Then I'll bust up. Oh, man, I forgot to make my iron pickaxe. All right, so let's do that. Let's go. And whoop. Put this guy away. It doesn't have a lot left on it, but I want to conserve as much as I can. And looks like I run out of room here. Toss that guy out. Okay, so let's go up. So that's 5, and that's 6. So that's the floor of the next level. And I will cut that guy out right there. All right, so if that's the floor, then I got to go out one more. Cut this up. Eventually, I'm going to bust through the ground here. So, 5. Did that right? Correct. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6. So this is it. That's the floor. So that's 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and so this is going to be the top. And, of course, the sun's going down. So I'll tell you what I want to do is get some of these stone bricks down. Now this is always the trickiest part. So when I come to the top of the stairs, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then the wall. So we'll go up. So that's a stair, 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 stair. All right, let's go to sleep first. All right, so it's morning. So that is going to be a stair. This is the top of stair. 1, 2, 3, wall. So there's the wall right there. And there is the beginning. So we'll go out. And this, again, this is the way I make a 20 structure, basically. So put a little thingy there. Another one here. And then you have to have one on each side. And then your inner corner. So we'll do 2 of these. Okay, and then there's that corner. I'm going to take this in right here. And dig it out right there. And then we go to a torch here. So I'll go ahead and get this base cut out, and then we'll start on the walls. Okay, so got all that cut out. Now my stairs ending here, so that means the first step is here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the floor, which is 6. Right, and then I'll go out to the edge. So 1, 2, did I get that right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, okay, so now, since I got this guy down here, I need to take these off. Just on the part that matters, right? And I'm missing one right here. I didn't put this on right. So there you go. So that's the wall right there. And we'll just go ahead and fill this in. So we'll cut these off. That one right there. All right, so we got this. And I'm going to fill this in, and I'll just cut it back out later because I just want, for speed, I'll just go through here and put these walls down. I got so much dirt already. I'm not even caring about picking that up so much. So we've got, let's go ahead and make our whole layer here. Right there. Right there. Okay. And we can do 2 of these at a time. So we'll just go through, and I'll fill in this wall. Okay, so now we got that, and I want to put in some floors here. This is not going to be necessarily the top of the tower, but it's all I need for the time being, because I can come back and do some decoration and make things look better in the future. But it does give me a good overlook to the village. You can see I can see the whole village from here. And it gives me access to the top of this. And I'm going to put metal doors down the bottom so that my villagers can't even get into this tower. So they won't have access to this. I know I'm talking about my villagers like they're already here, and they're not. I haven't got there yet. It's a lot of work to get that done. So let me go ahead and get some more wood, and I'll get this all filled in right here. All right, so that's built. Looking pretty cool so far. Let's go down and check what I've got here. So if I go down into the village area, it's, doesn't look like much yet. And I think, I could probably make this go way higher. Give my village kind of a central point. Because, again, this is not going to be the full village. It's going to be my early dried-in area. I'm going to try to encapsulate both of these villages here. So this is almost in the center. Not quite there, but pretty damn close. So then we'll get in here and we'll start putting these doors on. Let's get rid of this wood. Oh, not the diamond pickaxe. Be cool. Be cool. And I've got, 4 more doors here. So we'll get rid of these guys. All right. And we will put on the metal doors. And we'll also give it the button. Right there. Let me in. Right there. Let me out. Okay. So far so good. That's working. All right, well, I also have some glass, so let's go ahead and cut out my window. Oh, it's getting night again. Right, and grab myself some glass. Pop that guy in. And now I can see out. I mean, again, it gives it a little something anyway. It's not too much, not too great. Excuse me. Oh, I need to light up this top. Cannot forget to do this part because do not want zombies and things, creepers especially, launching themselves off of this area. It's a little aggressive with the lighting, but it's better than the alternative. So we got that. Nice. And then I usually put one somewhere in the center. All right, like I said, a little aggressive with the lighting, but it does its job. So now the decision is, do I come out of here and go straight up? I've got 2 doors left. Need to make some buttons, it looks like. And that's probably what I'll do because I'm pretty close to the surface already. I could always build stairs down, so that's also a possibility. Go ahead and take a nap here. All right, so I've decided to cut right here. So we'll get outside. Dig that all the way up. And we'll make ourselves a little trail so we can get up to the base. We'll do that later. This, again, is just a starter, if you will. We'll cut this out to make it... Oh, shit. Well, I got plenty of stone brick. Matter of fact, I'll probably do both of them, just to make it look nice. Do the whole damn thing. So the main idea is, again, this is just a passageway to the other side of the village. Plop those guys in there. And then we'll put our doors down. I think these are the last 2 that I have. I can always make more, but, looks presentable. I don't need 2 doors, obviously, but it looks cool. So button and button. And I did that better than I did downstairs, so let's go down and fix that guy. That button is in the wrong place. Needs to be on the right side. There you go. Just makes it easier to get out. All right, so we have our baby tower here. See, it's got a nice little window in it. And looking pretty sweet. So yeah, so far so good. Everything's looking great. Now, I don't have any villagers yet, but I have been making some tools. So this is a stone cutter. And if you haven't used this, of course, this just gives you better yield. So I can make this guy out of 64. Look at that. I got 1 out of 1. So it's a 1-to-1. I could make 64. Where before you get, I think it's like 4-to-1. So let's just get all those. All right, we've got 64 stairs now. And we'll start using these guys right up here to start with. You can hear the trades guys out there. Huh? But unless he's changed, he didn't have anything that I wanted. Let's also get rid of these cobblestone steps because they look like dookie. And we'll put our good steps in its place. Yeah, it looks much better. Now down here I'm not so worried right now, but it's a good start. Let's see if this guy's got anything new for me. Where was he? I heard him. Is he inside my village? Oh, no, here he is. What do you got, Jack? Oh, new stuff. Dark oak. Oh, that's not bad. Man, it's expensive, though. Sea pickles, green dye. Bucket of tropical fish. Man, I'd have to have 4 of those. That's 20. Urgh. I don't know that I have 20 gems. Don't know if I got 20 of them. I don't think so. That's an awful lot. I have been doing some trading. No, 14. I had to do some more trading, so I'm not really super concerned with that right now. While I'm here, I also want you guys to see what's been going on down here a little bit. Haven't done a ton. I've been digging everywhere, trying to find diamonds. But you see I got my blast furnace. Can't remember if I had that last time or not. Throw those guys in there, and that will make that. And I need some lava, so I got plenty of lava available, which is just turning out awesome. It really is. And I didn't come up with a whole lot of stone. Let's see. Didn't any cobblestone, but that thing still got quite a bit in there. And in this room here, I'll put my iron. I got stuff a little scattered out, but it's not too bad at this point. Where is it? There we go. So you can see I got plenty of stone to make stone brick if that's what I want to do. And there's I'm digging out here. I mean, I've dug all the way around this big lava area here. I've got a lot of this opened up, and I still got a lot more to do. So while we're here, let's go to the nether real quick. All right, so we're here in the nether, and I did a lot of searching around. And this is, I had to come here because I had to get this quartz in order to build my repeaters for my sheep farm. So that's kind of how it led me here. And I looked around and I couldn't find much of anything. So I just started digging. And that's usually what I do. I just try to go in one direction. And this is incredibly dangerous in the nether. And I want you to see why. Because, of course, if you dig one little block out of here and it turns to lava, you've got to get on it fast because lava travels very, very quickly in the nether. And there were a couple close calls. I actually died in here once. Fell from a high place, and it was not fun to try to get my stuff back. But I was able to do it. And, of course, that was all off camera because I'm an idiot. I've just been playing so many games on the channel. I was trying to do some maintenance on this when I had some downtime. And so you can see this is a pretty high area here. But I got pretty fortunate that it's not longer than what it was. I think this turned out to be like 500 blocks. And you get to the point where you're like, okay, at some point I'm going to have to turn. I'll wait till the next opening. That's the mindset. And then you break into here, and you're like, God, this is a large opening. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's continue to go straight. You talk yourself out of everything you want to do because I just feel like in the nether, if I keep going in one direction, eventually I'm going to hit something. That's not always true. There have been times when this doesn't pay off, and usually when I get to about 1,000 blocks out, I'll say screw it and turn around and try to go back in the other direction. But I think this one, it was 500 or 600 blocks. I can't remember exactly. But every time I'd get into a deep ravine like this, I'd be like, okay, next time I get out of here, I'm just going to stop. And so I got here, and I was like, booyah. Look at this. So that is nice. Now, what I haven't done yet is go down there and get any of that magma. And I don't have any soul sand because essentially what happened was I found this place and I stopped. You can see there's another one over there. So I'm not sure if this is the same structure or not. There's a lot of stuff in here. I did a little bit of exploring, had to kill a few things, a couple of the, oh God, what are the flame guys called? I can't even remember. Blaze. Had to kill a couple of them, killed a couple of wither skeletons, things like that. Kind of secured my little area here. And that was it. So while we're here, I think I'm going to go ahead and get some of this quartz. Because you can never have too much quartz, right? And you can see this area is pretty open. But the nether is one of those things where you just got to get lucky. So I actually destroyed one of the blaze mob spawns because of where it is. I don't like the blaze spawns when they're out in the open. I like to catch them when they're underground, because it gives me the ability to farm it a little easier. It's not an auto farm by any stretch of the imagination, but it does give me the ability to farm it without an extreme amount of danger. And so I'll try that eventually. All right, home sweet home. Let's do a little bit of farming here. We're getting kind of near the end of the episode, so I'll show you off this guy again. Water pushes the sheep. Again, I'm not claiming any kind of original design. This is pretty self-evident that it works this way. I haven't seen anybody do it quite this way. So if you do like this, share it with your friends. Let everybody know. It does work. It's a little material expensive, but I mean, you do get a lot of wool, so that's a good thing. So I still have this house. I think, I've been thinking about this. Now that I'm putting it back on the 5 block, I'm really probably going to rethink this whole farm system here and redo that. I need storage out here. So there's a lot to do. I'm just not going to necessarily do it right now. Let's go ahead and dig up all this stuff. It's very manual at this point because I don't want to knock down my my pumpkins, right? So what I'm going to end up doing is what I do in other episodes. I don't know if you've ever watched me play this before, but I have a very specific type of farm system that I do that just works with buckets, and that way you can farm all this stuff, at least knock it all out with water, and it's not as manual. You still have to replant, of course, but again, this is mostly for show because once I do Impulsive's semi-auto farm, I don't even need this anymore. But I'll go ahead and plant my crop here. And I do the offset crops, so basically what that comes down to is you don't want to have the same crop type side by side. Apparently they grow faster if they're offset. So I'll do 2 carrots, and I'll do a couple beets because my farmer over there likes to trade in beets. So I'll do a couple of those. And then I'll do a couple grass. And it does grow fast, so it must work. I guess this is their version of crop rotation. But it does seem to work, I don't know. And then we'll go ahead and put our taters down as well. I used to live completely on baked potatoes in this game. I still might, but I've got my cow farm now, so I probably don't need to as much. I'm going to not worry about those pumpkins at this moment. And we'll go in here and we'll start putting this stuff away. I'll keep my carrots and stuff right now. I'll have a use for that. But one of the coolest things they put in the game now is this guy. If only because it helps me get rid of these seeds, where before they were just kind of useless. They're still kind of useless. I mean, you don't get a lot of bone meal for this, but at least it gives you somewhere to put it. I'd probably like it better if it wasn't so manual. You could just throw it in there like a chest. But you do what you got to do, right? So we'll put all that in there. And it gives it some value. Now, we're still looking for a value for poison potatoes. Excuse me, maybe they have one I'm not aware of. But potion making seems like a obvious choice, right? Use poison potatoes to make harmful potions? I mean, why not? Why would you do that? Okay, so we got that stuff. And now we'll come over here. First things first, take the damn torches out of my hand. And then we'll go up here. Sorry about that. Then we'll go up here. Open up our pigs. Uh-oh, did I kill all my pigs? Oh, man. Did they all die? How did that happen? I guess I got stuck. That stair is not in a real good position. I'll tell you what. Going down like this helps for cows, but I don't know that it helped for pigs. So now I've lost all my pigs. That sucks. Cows are still doing good, though. So we'll feed these guys. Get all that nice XP. And, of course, they start suffocating. Get them all fed. Get them all fed. I want to feed them all. There we go. Bounce them up here. Good. Now we'll go down. Of course, some of them suffocated. So we can see we got 7 and 5. That's not huge, but it works. There's my 2 poor pigs. So I'll have to get more pigs. That's a little bit disappointing, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time I have for this episode. I really appreciate you being here. If you do, hit that like button. Maybe subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch you later. My name's JOEHOVA. Goodbye.